Hey,
Hey, how are you, Bridget?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. We just finished. I just ran down here after eating.
Oh,
So I'm going to look at my teeth and make sure there's no food in them. I'm going to check in the group and make sure no one has questions. All of that.
yeah.
Okay. Hopefully, it'll be better than last time when I messed it up. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. There's Ashley. Hey, Ashley. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, how are you, Melinda?
I'm good. You
Good.
doing
I like your
okay?
I'm doing okay. It's been
Good.
the end of school year was probably not the best time for me to choose to do something this big, but it's gonna be okay.
So how are you ending, what are you doing I saw where some schools were having the students drive by to tell their teachers bye for the summer. Are you guys doing anything like that?
We're doing sort of a hybrid sort of thing. We're because we have those 13 acres, so we have a lot of space.
Uh-huh.
So we're doing an optional bring your own picnic on the land sort of thing.
Aw.
And then a graduation ceremony that's scaled down.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have a sign for each graduate along the sidewalk, and next to their sign there'll be their diploma and a framed copy of their graduation diploma speech
Aw.
that's said about them. Because we'll have the mic set up and the speakers, but they may not be able to hear.
Uh-huh.
At least they can follow along.
Gotcha.
And then our new head of school will say a few words. And then I think Mrs. Bell is going to do the speeches so I can stand with Ethan because
Aw.
the parents are standing with their kids.
Gotcha.
And then what else? Oh, the parents have been asked. I can't say this too loud so Ethan doesn't overhear me because he's a graduate too. We've asked the parents to write their kid a letter to read to them
Aw.
at their space.
Uh-huh.
And then after that'll take about half an hour or so. Then we're going to have the rest of the school community drive through in a parade.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully.
Wow. That's pretty good.
That's good.
I mean, Dunbar, they basically are just put the signs in the seniors' yards.
Right. Well, and we're smaller. I have
Right.
eight years. I could make a little bit of a production for 8 people. I probably couldn't do it for 200.
Yeah. Oh shoot. I mean, it's
3,000.
It's like 700. So yeah, I get it. I mean, we're thankful for what they did do, but it's just a bummer.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. I just want to keep checking in the group in case I don't want anyone to miss it because of technology. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to record. Oh, it is recording. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to, I just want to make sure anyone who wants to get on, like Augusto tried to get on last week and missed it. So I just want to make sure that if he wants to get on that he can. Okay. Melinda, have you talked to your cousin?
No, well, I've texted her or messaged her just to see how things are going, but I was hoping she would get on some of the, the Zooms with us.
Uh-huh. What did she say?
She said it's, of course, she's got 2 young kids, and she said it's a lot for sure. She said the more she gets into it, the more her mind's just going in every different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
said,
that's
I know.
a struggle. I mean, that's something I still like, I'm hearing about TikTok. I'm like, I need to do TikTok. And then I hear something good about LinkedIn. I'm like, why am I not on LinkedIn? Like, I mean, I still like, it's really hard for me not to like have squirrel syndrome all over the place. Really hard. But I like how this tells you what to do and gives you the step-by-step. So let's see. I know, Melinda, you did your trial of your offers.
A trial of my offer.
You like
Oh, yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which
I did.
Awesome that you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ashley, you said, where are you? I know you were kind of like maybe shifting gears on what you want to do.
Well, I don't know. Like it's been a weird week. I had that opportunity to do some copy for school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. And then I got stuck on mission 3.
Uh-huh.
Had to watch
Big one.
I had to watch the Steve Larson thing twice.
Uh-huh.
And I still don't feel like I've grabbed all of it.
The Steve Larson, the bonus one?
Yeah, the MLM.
Yeah.
That is what most applies to my Norwex stuff.
Right.
And then my Norwex stuff outside of this funnel challenge kind of exploded in positive ways this week.
Oh my goodness.
And kept pulling me away.
Uh-huh.
I recruited somebody. I've got 2 parties going that are really rocking it, and
wow,
everybody's asking a billion questions, and so it's awesome.
Right.
But I've gotten stuck. I have not finished mission 3.
Right. And good job not going on. I mean, no. So here's the thing. Hey, Tammy.
Hello.
So this, I can't remember how much of this I shared because I want to do it as a way to not overwhelm you, but it might make it more overwhelming. So if it lessens the overwhelm, then embrace it. So if you decide that you're going to put your full focus onto the Norwex stuff and not think about like the, psychology with teenagers. So what I just today finished a funnel exactly like Steve Larson is talking about, right? Have you watched that, Melinda?
Yes, about the bridge page.
Yes.
And I took a lot of notes, and that's what I was going back and then it kind of put it together when you said something to me yesterday about a bridge page. I thought, I know I've heard that, but I don't know where I heard, because we hear so much stuff. It's just like it's, but now it's coming together because I took all these notes.
Good. Okay. So
I don't understand the bridge page. So at some point.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you. And what I want to tell you is I just made, early on when I did this, I made a bridge page for Prove It. But I didn't do a whole lot with it because my 21-day challenge is what took off, and that's where I've focused. But going through this with you guys has really, I'm seeing things in a different light. So I made a bridge page in the last week for being an affiliate, okay? Because what's beautiful is if you introduce anyone to the One Funnel Away Challenge, that $100 that they pay goes directly to you, okay? So like full disclosure, when you guys all signed up, I got $100 from each of you. Like Russell doesn't keep any of that. Has he talked about, have you guys heard the term self-liquidating offer?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What that means is you pay, whatever you pay to acquire a customer, you spend that out. So it's basically like he just acquired Melinda and Ashley into his world and he didn't pay anything, right? Whatever you paid, I mean, he actually lost money because he had to print out the materials. But he knows that a certain percentage of people will then buy ClickFunnels, will then buy his other books. Like, so he's got you now, Melinda, I know you know this term, at the bottom of his value ladder, right? So so being a ClickFunnels affiliate is something I have done a little bit on the side, but I have been able to make several $1,000s just very casually doing it that I have used to pay for my funnel stuff. Okay. So it's an awesome little side thing. As soon as you get a ClickFunnels account, you automatically are an affiliate. Like it's very simple. You just have a code. And if you share it with anyone, so if you have a ClickFunnels account is $97 a month. If you introduce one person to the One Funnel Away Challenge, then it's paid for. So I have made about over 3,500 since I started as an affiliate, not putting any of my effort into it hardly. I just randomly sometimes post things, very, very little effort compared to what I've done with my Prove It stuff, okay? So I've never even made a funnel to the One Funnel Away challenge, but I decided to after I watched Steve Larsen again this week, all right? So I'm gonna show it to you so that you understand, and here's the awesome thing. I will give you all this funnel. So when you get a ClickFunnels account, I will give you my funnel, okay? So that means like I spent a week making it, you will just have the funnel to do with what you want. And I'll show you, and I made a video about the funnel, and it's a 30-minute video showing how I made it and how you can make it into your own. So I'll share in the group after this. I'll share the video that I made. Okay. So here it is. And basically, and the reason he says when you cannot control the cart is because in my other funnels, like I have people put their credit card in, right? If they pay for the challenge or they buy Prove It products through me instead of through the company, they give me their credit card information. So that's part of the funnel. What a bridge page is I don't put my credit card in. I send people to Russell Brunson for the One Funnel Away challenge. He has his own funnel. I've just got to bridge people from me to Russell. So that's why it's called a bridge page. So this is it. And I have had coaches help me to build this, and I've studied people who are the best affiliates for the One Funnel Away challenge, and I copied their funnels. No one gave it to me like I will to you. So I have no idea who I even signed under. I don't even know what link, where I got it. And they've never contacted me, but so here it is. So this is in my ClickFunnels account. And so you could go in, actually, I like this better. Let me go over here. Okay. So what you would do is you would go in and make this your video. Okay. You would make this go to your link. Now, you can use it for both. You can use it for Norwex and you can use it for ClickFunnels. Okay. So Melinda, you could use it for Prove It and you could use it for ClickFunnels. When I made mine for Prove It, what I had up here was, this is how ketones changed my life. And here, you know, I had testimonials about people sharing about Prove It, right? So you can change anything, but the format is going to be there for you. So this is, remember in his video, he said, first, make a video telling your story. Then he said, tell what you're going to get from Russell. So here it is, like this is already done for you guys. Here's the value stack. Does that sound familiar to you, the value stack?
Yes.
On that? Okay.
Yeah.
And then these buttons, just go to it. So like, this is how easy it is. This would be in your ClickFunnels, and you would just come in here and set the action to go to your website instead of mine. Okay. And I made a video about how to do it, but I would also, like when you get to week 3, if you decide to do this and you get ClickFunnels, when they're building your funnel, you would already have a funnel template to start. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then here is, that is all Russell's. And then here is my offer. Like, oh, you get this template. You get a video. You get, you know, our Facebook group. Okay. And then here's, and Stephen Larsen said to do this, Russell's offer and mine and Rebecca's offer. And then join the challenge. That's it. And then in it, there's a pop-up. Like if they try to leave, it will pop up. But this is also where it collects their email. Because some people will be like, oh, I'm interested, but they'll never finish when they get to Russell's page. So this way I'm building a list. So I am currently building my keto people list, and I'm also building my ClickFunnels list. So I'm kind of doing the businesses side by side, mostly because this is just such easy money compared to what I'm doing on the other side is takes more work. and this has been just fast money coming in. So it fuels like what we're doing now. Rebecca's doing it too, but we're trying to, and for Tammy, Rebecca's my business partner, but she's doing, like the same thing as me where I did the lives. Now she's doing it, and we're going to take whatever she makes and put it toward Facebook ads. So it's just fueling our business. That's what we're doing it for, and it's not hard. So anyway, so that's it. So that will be something that I will give to you whenever you have your account, and it's literally just a template that I'll send to you. So what I'm going to put in the group after that is let people know about this, and then send the video about me, how I made it, what I'll give you. Did that help?
A little.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling obtuse. And
Okay.
normally I'm not really obtuse about technology things, but I think it might just be overload.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So I get this part. What I don't get is where I put this out in the world for
Right.
people to find it.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
where I'm
right. The traffic, like how do you make money from it?
Right. How do I get people to get there? Because I don't I guess I don't know how, like I can't run necessarily a Norwex ad. Well, maybe I can.
Against your company's policy.
I have to look at it. Like my company's policy is that I can't offer deals or specials. Like this would be fine because I'm not reducing the price of the product. But I can't offer deals or specials on the product unless those people are already my customers and they're like in my VIP group.
Okay.
Like I can't advertise out like on a Facebook ad to the general public or even on my personal Facebook page. Hey, I'm celebrating my first 6 months with the company, 10% off on everybody's orders between now and blah, blah, blah. I'm not allowed to do that out on in a public space. I can only do that at parties where the host has invited me into her friend group and we've created a private Facebook group, or I can do it on my private VIP page.
Okay.
So I have to get people to do those things before I can offer them any discount. But I think I can do value add, but I don't know how to get it out there.
So the whole week 4, so basically week 1 is creating your offer. Week 2 is like your hook and your story, getting your content. Week 3 is the funnel building, and week 4 is how do you get them to come. So he spends a whole week on it.
So I need to just put that in a little jar and put it on the shelf.
I know, it's hard. I remember so much being like, what is this? And I told Rebecca, and she was like, how are you going to get the people? I was like, I don't know. I'm just trusting. I'm just doing it. I mean,
I just have to box that up and put it away until week 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So basically his books, he has 3 books, and the first is like, it goes right along with this. Like, here's how you internet market. The second one is, here's how you become an authority. Here's how you're an attractive character. The whole 3rd book that he just wrote, and I haven't even gotten my copy yet, is called Traffic Secrets. It's the whole thing about how to get people to you. So I'll just give you a couple examples. Yes, Facebook ads is one. You could, I haven't yet, but I'm getting ready to look at doing ads, because if I make $100 per person who comes into ClickFunnels, if I spend ads and I have to spend $50 in ads to get one person, I mean, how many times would I spend 50 to get 100? As many times as Facebook will let me, right? Because I not only have that 100, but I also have someone who will hopefully, I'll get their monthly commission, which isn't as high, but I'll get their monthly commission off of their ClickFunnels. Okay. So that's one thing. And I have not done Facebook ads, but now that I have an actual funnel and I have an actual offer, that's something I'm getting ready to start doing. So I'll know more about that in a couple weeks. That's new territory to me. What I have done that has let me, probably 2,500 of the affiliate money that I've made has just been me going into groups where they talk about online marketing and saying, hey, have you guys ever tried does anyone in here build funnels? And that's a very, for us, for me, and probably you guys, when you heard funnel, you're like, what does that even mean? But if you're an online marketer, you know what that means. So I go into those Facebook groups and I get in those communities, and when people are chatting and I'm like, oh, I know how you can do that. And I give a little bit of value. I start creating myself as like someone who knows what they're talking about, right? Then when they have a question and I'm like, oh, I just do that with my funnel. They're like, what's a funnel? I'm like, send me a message. Right. And then I give them my link. And honestly, once I put it out there, some groups will let it stay, some groups won't, but I have links that are still out there somewhere that I get people that I don't even know that come in through my link. So I don't have a really super targeted strategy for that because I don't even know where it all comes from, but
Right.
But it's basically what he will teach you is go where the people are. Like, think of who would want this, and then go to those places and start building a relationship there and establishing yourself as a little bit of an authority there. Oh, shoot. Poor Augusto. I'm just.
No, has he been trying to get in?
Yes. And I got carried away talking about this. Let me see. Oh, I just muted you, Tammy. I'm telling you guys, the technology is something. Okay. Okay, so I think he's in now. Good. So did that help, Ashley? Here's, I think, what might ease your mind. Yes, put it up in a jar until after graduation, and know that it's a big deal that we'll spend a lot of time on. And there are multiple strategies. You know, he wrote a book like this thick on different ones, and you can pick the one that you like and the one that fits with what you decide to do with Norwex, maybe as a ClickFunnels affiliate, maybe as your teenage stuff. Like, you'll have a lot more clarity in a couple weeks when we get to the traffic to decide. And maybe you do, you know, I've done all organic so far with my keto stuff. Now I'm ready to start looking at Facebook ads, but I wasn't ready to do that before.
Okay.
So there's just lots of different strategies, depending on where you are and how you want to go about it.
And then,
Augusto, I want to make sure he's good. Augusto, can you hear us? All right, go ahead, Ashley.
Well, I'm a little stuck on trying to brainstorm the offer, because every time I brainstorm things I could do, I feel like it's stuff I'm already doing for people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not part of an offer. It's just part of what I do.
Right.
And so does that.
But you know what? Maybe you haven't quite articulated it. And so when new people come in and they see, like, oh my goodness, yes, I want to go with Ashley. You mean, she does every week, she teaches about this product, and she has a whole community that she's built. Like, when you have an offer, think of how different that's going to look when your people come in and see that all the value that you're bringing versus someone who's like, hey, try my Norwex. It's great. I mean, they're going to see you as an authority and as someone who is going to give a lot of value. So they will want to, you know, what Steve said in his video, truthfully, you're competing with your upline and your downline. Like, we don't say those words, but that's the reality, right? And so you've got to, what makes Ashley, why do I want to go with Ashley versus Sarah? You know, so it's establishing you as an authority and you as the one that they want to go with.
And I don't want to monopolize the conversation tonight, but one more question.
Sure.
So, like, in my type of MLM, you know, we build our business in 3 ways, you know, people who buy our products, people who are willing to host, and people who are willing to be a consultant, right?
Uh-huh.
So do I have 3 separate offers?
I would probably eventually, like, I do have multiple funnels because there's different, and at first I was like, why would you have 10 funnels? But now I want like 50, because, you know, I have people that just want to do low carb, and people who want to do lazy keto, and people that want to do strict keto. So sorry, I thought someone was trying to come in, but it's just the chat. Totally lost my train of thought. I would start with what's going to be maybe your easiest market, or the market that you feel like you already have the best offer to, and make your first funnel for them. So that'll just be a decision that you have to make. But yeah, it probably is a different funnel for each one.
Okay.
One thing that I have done, so like for my keto funnel, it's like, and I can, why don't I wait and see what other questions there are? And then, because if we have time, I can show you my funnel and show you the way that I come in saying, hey, do you want to pay $21 for this challenge? Well, then if they try to leave, then it's like, hey, you're not quite ready to commit. You want to see what we've got for free? I've got a free group too for people that just want to do low carb. Or if they buy the 21-day challenge, then they go to the next page and it's like, hey, do you really want to know what the most successful people do? They're in this extra exclusive group where we actually start off counting our macros. Do you want to join that? And then if they do that, then it takes them to the next page, which is like, okay, you want to go all in? You got to count your macros and drink ketones, and you're going to be like a keto rock star. So that's the beauty of a funnel, is it lets you segregate people. So for me, it can be like, I start here. If they try to leave, then they go like, here's the lower end, a free challenge, low carb. And then here's like people that are hardcore, I can't handle it anymore, I got to change my life. Well, for you, like people will come in and go to that most expensive group and buy the ketones, and I have another upsell on that, and they buy like the whole big variety pack. So that's the beauty of a funnel. It lets people self-identify and find their best fit based on where they are in their journey. So you could do your main funnel be, coming in as a customer, but then your next page is like, hey, do you want to actually get this for free? Because here's what you can do. And then once they do that, like, do you need some extra money? Because this COVID thing has hit us hard. Do you know that this is an opportunity? And I pay for our family's mortgage with what I do with this, whatever your story is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what the funnel is. And the stats for a funnel, you're going to have this many that should opt in on this page, and this many should go to the next page, and this many should go to the next page. So the beautiful thing about a funnel is you know what to fix. In network marketing, a lot of times you know something's not quite working, but you don't know what it is. With this, if I'm not getting this percentage on this first page, I know my first page is bad. But if I have the right numbers on the first page and I'm losing people on the second page, statistically, then I need to work on my copy here, or I need a different offer. So they call it audibles, where you, like in football, where you call audibles, that's what they call it. And they do that at the end of the 21-day challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Does that help?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Good. Who else? Want to make sure Augusto can hear. Tammy, how are you doing? Oh, I muted you when I was trying to let Augusto in. I'm telling you guys. Woo.
Okay. And I think he's muted also. I can just see that.
Okay, thanks.
You're
Hello,
welcome.
everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
Augusto.
Hey, Augusto.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you made it.
I
I
sent
was-
you a little
yeah.
chat message and that messed you up, but yeah.
yeah. Hi, everyone. Nice meeting you all. Yeah. No, I'm doing from the cell phone. I was muting myself, but now I can access.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you made it. Sorry I didn't see you at first. I'm trying to keep both, but it's the struggle.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank
You
you.
go ahead. I mean, sorry, I was late. I just couldn't assist because I'm outside. I'm not in home right now, so
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, yeah.
And we're glad you're here.
No, thank you.
So, Augusto, are you at the end of week 3 or 4?
We just finished. We just got the last offer for OFA Platinum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I'm still doing my 4th week. I got my funnel ready, but I'm trying to like testing everything. It's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, maybe next week you can show us your funnel.
No, I can show you guys my funnel right away.
Oh, good.
Because-
You can pull it up right now?
Not well. I don't think I came from here because I'm from the cell phone.
Right.
But I can send the link.
Oh, that would be great. We would love to see it.
Yeah, I can put the link in the chat and you can guys see it and let me know. There's some few things that are not complete, but you
Sure.
can have an idea.
But I think that'll be huge encouragement to people to know, like, hey, you started this 4 weeks ago. Because I think that they run it every 2 weeks, so you're 2 weeks ahead of everybody else. But just for
Yeah.
people to see, like, this is a thing. This actually works.
No, it's really good. It's really good. It's just that a lot of work, understanding, and this is basically, I mean, it's really important to understand that what you were just talking about right now about the types of the funnel and the type of people you're bringing, because you need to understand the temperature of the audience you're bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important part. That's what I was encouraging everybody else. Like the last, not the last one, but the previous meeting, that to read the book, the RussellsBook.com secrets, because they explain everything there. So if you have that previously, everybody can get help from that.
Yes.
Regardless, this OFA challenge, is anybody else here in the OFA challenge?
Everybody is.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, you all can reach out to me to change ideas and or seeking for help, whatever you guys, because there's a lot of things that you guys need to know about, like the configuring the email autoresponder, and a lot of things like it's not clear in the challenge.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a lot to it. And I think once you get in, then you're like, oh my goodness, now I got to do this. But yes,
Yeah.
like, basically, I mean, you're building a little mini company, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a lot of pieces.
yeah. You're
sure.
doing it. I mean, you're doing it. I
Yeah.
mean, they force you, like with this funnel, one funnel away challenge. They force you to like bring everything together. Like you see all the pieces coming out, but just don't stop it. I mean, it's awkward. It's awkward when you start like, oh, you need to make a story, you need to make a video, you need to make all these things. But that's what sells. Like that's basically the secrets of the selling online.
Right.
And I like it, but I mean, you can all reach out to me if you need any help, since I'm a little bit more advanced in the stages of the funnel. Although I haven't finished yet. I haven't finished. You are way ahead of me, Bridget. So
Yes. Well, I mean, I hope so. I took mine 10 months ago, so I hope I'd be ahead of you. If I were behind you, I'd be really concerned.
No, that's fine. It's a lot. It's really a lot. I mean,
Well, thank you. That's good. Tammy, tell us how you're doing.
Hang on.
Okay.
That's gonna have a sand covered little boy going skateboarding with his sister. Oh, they're not going. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm taking it all in. I just got my materials yesterday, and I like the books. Those are all the internet stuff is like, oh my gosh. But I said one of my goals this week was to make a video, and I know that's not even part of their training, but I like what is it, Augusto? Yeah, what he was just saying is it helps to be able to get out there and do that. Like, I think the videos help, so I really want to learn that.
Good.
But there is.
Tell me about your video. That's amazing.
No, I'm just doing a video to practice doing video. It's not going to be to sell anything. It's just I don't know how to upload a video. I've never done a PowerPoint. Yeah, not. I don't know where my phone is half the time. I hate technology, but it is like they're saying it is, if it's fuel or funnel or way to provide for my family, then I want to figure it out for them.
Yes, I love that. I mean, ask Melinda. Melinda, tell a little bit about kind of so I've been working with Melinda since May?
Yeah.
Tell a little bit about how I've just pushed you so far out of your comfort zone. And kudos to Melinda. She is the most coachable person ever.
I don't know about that. I just do exactly what Bridget says. If Bridget says it, I do it. And that, I usually don't ask questions. I just do it. And maybe that's just it. I'm just running blind and I don't know what I'm doing.
But I mean, Melinda
she
has a Facebook group now with, I don't know how many in it.
48.
And she writes emails. she has a YouTube channel. She made a challenge where she has 10 days of videos that are excellent and emails. I mean, she's just done it.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
I didn't even have Facebook up until I really didn't. I wasn't even on Facebook. I mean, it was just like, I don't know. I would get on my husband's, but probably less than a year that he asked me to get on there and message somebody. I didn't even know how to message anybody. I had never sent a message before in my life. And now I'm on there all the time, and I'll have to say, Bridget, now how do I do this? And she'll show me how to do it. I just try to do it.
I mean, when she first started, her Facebook name was Bim. That's her husband's name, Bim Melinda. And people in our groups would be like, so Bim Melinda. I'm like, I think since your husband doesn't use it and you're on here all the time, it's time to change your name. So, but she did it. She was coachable when she changed her name to Melinda.
Yeah, now he told me tonight, he said, why don't you just take my name off of there? And you just, I said, I will.
Augusto, were you going to say something?
No, I was gonna say that that's the most important part of it, just doing the thing. Like everything is just doing it. You would be impressed that there's people selling out there with nothing, just a video in the porch or whatever, and they sell a lot just by doing that. Just because a lot of people just stops in the moment of doing the video because not everybody is used to it. So that's the most important part, Melinda. I mean, it doesn't matter how bad or good you are. It's just you have to do the work, and that's it. I mean, for me it was really difficult, even though I'm probably way younger than you, and I'm not used to it. But it's just like when you get used to it, that's one of the part of the challenge. Like you need to publish a lot because instead of consuming content, you convert yourself in a provider of content,
Yeah.
which is what makes the difference, and that's something that stays on the internet all the time. Like you need to see that if, let's say, for example, you publish a video on YouTube, that's something that stays on there on the website forever, and it's providing to you. It's not bringing you money directly right now, but it's gonna bring it.
Right here, puppy.
Yeah, I mean, it's so true. I love this saying. When you first start, you're going to be terrible. And if you keep doing it, then you can go from terrible to bad. And if you keep going, you might eventually be average, and then keep going and you'll be good. And eventually you might be excellent. I mean, there's so much to that. My first, what was that video that I made today? I make a lot of videos. But if you look on my Funnel Away YouTube channel, I made a video today just about that very thing. I'll share it in the group, but it was like how nervous I was to do a Facebook Live. And now when I get an idea, I just like pop on and do it. It's very comfortable to me, but it took a lot of really bad videos. And Rebecca's like, you have this weird thing on your forehead. Like, I mean, my lighting, you can see me like pushing the button on my phone, like, and then like they're not great, but I know I'll look back and cringe in 2 years, like what in the world was I doing? But I was just doing it, I'm just taking, like Rebecca said, you're just ignorance on fire. I'm like, that's it. Like I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just like, I just go, and eventually I figure things out. A lot of it is just doing what they say to the best of your ability and making yourself do it. So Tammy, that's awesome. That's awesome. You're taking action. That's the best thing. And a lot of people fall off and just don't do anything because it's scary. So
And there's another important part I wanted guys to tell you. It's just simply the fact that you might think that nobody cares about your story, but I can bet you there's somebody out there that cares about it. What matters is the message inside it, not how you tell it. Because sometimes, like, oh, you suck doing the video. Yeah, you might suck, but there's gonna be, if you publish the video, thousands of people are gonna be able to search that story of yours and see it and be identified with it. And right there is when you start selling. It's like, because you think, oh, my life is nothing special, but it is. because there's people out there that can see and can be identified and find the problems you had already and you solve, and that people is going to become fans of yours.
Yep.
So that's really important of when you publish video or content.
That's really good. I mean, Augusta, he can preach it. He's going to be bringing the videos. You can tell he's got the fire. Hey, we're down to less than
I
a
will.
minute, so
I
I'm going
hope
to get
so.
off here. But look in the group. I'm going to post about the video that you guys, or the funnel that you guys will all have when you sign up for ClickFunnels, and I'm going to show the video of me making it and show how in 30 minutes you can easily convert it over to make it your own. And then I'll do the video about me publishing, because I just made that today, and I'll put that in there as well. Okay? If you have more questions, just put them under kind of the